Welcome to the Mindset, Miracles and Manifestation podcast. I'm your host, Jess from uplevelwithjess.com. I'm an actress, manifestation mentor, and multi-entrepreneur, and I'm here to share with you all of my secrets on confidence, success, and the magic of manifestation. If you're ready to dive in deep and see more success in your career, more money in your bank account, and more love in your life with a whole new level of freedom, then you're in the right place. I'm letting loose on everything you need to take back control of your life, uplevel your mindset, and tap into your manifestation powers. I'm so excited that you're here. Hello, you guys, and welcome back to the Mindset, Miracles and Manifestation podcast with me. It's your host, it's Jess Paul. We're here to chat all things manifestation, all things miracles. So in today's episode, I'm going in on quite a quick episode with you guys. It's kind of a quickie because my mind has been on so many other things recently. Like, I have been channeling my energy into so many different areas of my life, like unexpected areas of my life too. And I'm sure I'll update you all very soon. But, you know, some big things are manifesting for me in certain areas, but it's meant that I have been taking a hell of a lot of action in those areas. And therefore, like, I've been showing up less online. I've been, you know, very much in my own thing, on my own, like, path. And it's been really refreshing for me. It's been feeling really good to take all of this action. And, you know, sometimes, like, I've heard this from a client of mine, mentioned this to me last week, where she was like, wow, Jess, like, I've taken so much more action over the last 14 days than I have in literally the last 6 months. And I feel more energized because of it. And honestly, when you're taking action in the right way, you will feel energized. So I have been super all over the place, like, working on different projects and stuff. So I just wanted to jump on here really quickly and talk you through for today's episode why faking it till you make it is definitely going to not work for you. And, like, actually a phrase of mine that I like to use instead, and how we can go about actually feeling into becoming a new version of us rather than faking it. Because when we fake it till we make it, well, you'll never make it, basically. Like, it's a phrase that gets thrown around a lot, and in my opinion, it definitely doesn't work for you. So we're going to be talking about why that is and helping you become more productive and manifest more into your life with a brand new way of doing things. So we're going to be ridding this phrase, fake it till you make it. We're going to be introducing something new in there. And this is what today's episode is all about. But first, we have a couple of life updates for this week. So the first life update is I went to go and see the new Barbie film. I honestly, guys, I absolutely freaking loved it. I would love to hear what your opinions are of this film once you go and see it. Ryan Gosling deserves an Oscar for his performance. I just think I never realized how good he was at comedy until I watched this film. Like, he stole the show for me. And, you know, obviously Margot Robbie is a queen. She is a queen. So yeah, I absolutely loved it. It had, like, some quite political undertones to it, which we're not going to get too much into in today's episode. This is why, I mean, like, I'd love to hear your opinions on it. But I actually, like, I thought there was some really strong messages in there, and not just about female empowerment. I actually felt that there was a nuance in there about really, like, standing up for male empowerment too, in a certain way. A lot of people haven't really looked at it that way. A lot of people have said, oh, it's just like the classic, like, female empowerment film. But I looked at it and I saw, like, empowerment on both sides, and I really, really enjoyed that. I loved seeing that message in there. And also, obviously, directed by a female director. We love it. So yeah, definitely go and catch that movie if you've not seen it yet. It is definitely one to watch for this year. And my second life update is, so this is a conversation that I just want to bring up really quickly because it's something that I posted on my Instagram story not long ago. And a lot of people got back to me and they were like, oh, can you like tell me, like, bring me on your journey with this? So basically, after 10 plus years, I have come off birth control, and this is like a whole other journey. Like, hormonally for me, my body is changing in new ways. Like, I'm really, like, figuring stuff out, and I'm, like, actually in the thick of it right now. So usually when I'm doing these episodes, like, I'll have probably worked through stuff, and then I can, like, you know, like, tell you guys how, like, I've worked through it and what's happened coming out the other side. But actually, like, I just kind of felt compelled to talk about this as I was going through this journey, in case anybody else is going through it as well, or anybody else has their own stories about coming off birth control and, like, how it's affected your body, and, like, how, you know, like how you've moved through it and moved through these hormonal changes. Just a really interesting topic, because for me in manifestation, like, a lot of becoming in tune with your body is going to help your manifestation process, because it's all about intuition, becoming more intuitive as a person. And I really feel like as women, when we're off birth control, like we are 10 times more intuitive. And it's a big reason for me coming off it. I don't advocate either way. Like, I've been on birth control for like 10 plus years, like I say. So, I'm not one to tell anybody what to do with their bodies. But I just wanted to do this journey for myself. It was just very personal reasons. And so I'm going through it right now. And like, I'm already seeing changes in my body, but essentially I just wanted to like announce this so that if anybody else again is going through this, any women that listen in and you're going through on this journey as well, or you've been on this journey, or you're wanting to start this journey of coming off birth control and going completely natural with your cycle, then just drop me a DM over on Instagram at Up Level with Jess, because we can chat about it, like we can exchange stories and see if we can help each other with it, but if you guys are interested in hearing more about this journey, then I can pop on here and tell you a bit more. But so big changes happening both in my health and also in business, so lots of exciting things. But anyways, we will get into today's sponsor and then we will get into today's episode. So our sponsor for this week is actually my Fame Frequency 4-week online course, and we have a sale on at the moment. This online course is on sale. This is a course that a lot of actors and creatives have come through already, and creative business owners in themselves have come through already and absolutely freaking loved it. This is my 4-week course teaching the codes, the confidence, and the strategy behind getting noticed as a creative and booking the job. So if you're wanting to learn like the business of the business, if you're wanting to understand how to really stand out in your industry, in your creative business, especially as an actor, if you're wanting to transform your mindset and to reach new levels of confidence and self-acceptance, really, and like understanding who you are, like who you're actually selling, and if you're wanting to learn how to show up so you're being noticed, this is really a process on teaching you the ways in which we can be showing up and the things we can be embodying to actually stand out and be seen. So if you're interested in this is 4-week self-paced online course with the option of working with me one-on-one as you go throughout this course. So if you are interested in hearing about this, then you can click the link in my show notes right now, or head over to Instagram at uplevelwithjess and drop me a DM so that we can talk you through how you can purchase either just the online self-paced course, which you can work through by yourself in your own time, or you can purchase the online course plus working with me one-on-one. There is a discount code that you'll be given when you DM me, so make sure you do DM me. So you can get it on sale. And I'm really excited to share this again with the world, because it went down an absolute treat when I first launched this, and it's helped so many actors and creatives push themselves out there, book these massive jobs. Again, you can go and have a read about it. But if you are interested, do head over to the show notes, drop me a DM, and hopefully I'll see you guys inside. So getting into today's episode then, so I wanted to talk to you about a phrase that gets thrown around a lot. Like, I hear this a lot, especially like when people are in this self-development space and you're wanting to improve yourself and you're wanting to up level. Like, I hear this phrase go on a lot, and I've heard it a lot like in my acting industry recently. And that is fake it until you make it, right? And I'm sure you guys have all heard this as well. And I want to talk to you about why this fundamentally doesn't work for you, and what we can be adopting, like a different mindset that we can be adopting that actually is going to work for you. It is going to see you results. And it's essentially like what I'm teaching pretty much inside my Fame Frequency course, because a lot of this course is about embodiment. And now embodiment is a part of manifestation that's really, really important. And essentially it just means that we embody a version of us before we are that thing. So let's say you want to be a millionaire, like that's a desire of yours, you want to be making that much money, then it's about becoming a millionaire in your mind, the way a millionaire thinks, the way a millionaire feels, the way a millionaire shows up and dresses and acts and is. It's becoming that version of yourself before you actually have the physical money in your bank account, right? Again, an example, if you want to be a famous actor on Netflix, right? It's about acting, being, showing up, dressing, eating, like just essentially overall like embodying, as we say, this version of you before you actually have the job on Netflix. And a lot of this can be very confusing for people because they're like, well, that's just one big lie. Like, I'm lying to myself if I'm walking around being this version of me before I have the physical thing. But as we all know, and as I've said before, like with manifestation, that manifestation is just taking your imagination and making it physical. So like, really, we should be feeling these things before we have the thing in front of us that we can see. And that's why so much of manifestation is about being a really good visualizer, like being so in your imagination and being able to play in your imagination. Because when we embody something, this is where we start to take action on our vision, right? You know, because it's all well and good that we have this great vision and we can imagine these things and we can imagine this version of us, like we can see it in our mind. But like, again, if we want to make anything come into our reality, like we have to take action on it. So embodiment is where we start to act on the vision, right? It's where we start to take the necessary steps that version of ourselves would. So as I was saying before, like whether that's, you know, dressing like them, eating like them, going out to the places like they would be in, if it is a millionaire, where would they hang out, right? It's asking yourselves those questions. And as I said, a lot of the time with this, and especially when I've worked my clients through this, because this is like a big part of the work I do, guys. Like I have manifested some of the biggest things in my life through embodying it, like through totally just feeling it and being it and, you know, adopting so many different lifestyle changes that have ultimately called in the thing that I've always wanted, right? So it's a huge part of the work that I do. And one thing that I see a lot in my clients is that they'll start to wobble and they'll go, oh my God, but this is like one massive lie. And I just feel so fake, right? It just feels fake to me. My family and friends can see it and they're like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you look crazy. Like, why have you changed so much? Like, honestly, I say to my clients, like the people that struggle the most with you embodying a new version of you and like up leveling are the closest people to you, because they've known you as a version of yourself for so damn long that when you start to embody like a millionaire status or famous actor status or, you know, whatever it is you want to be, they start to get so confused. They're like, this is not you. What's happening? What's going on? And that can throw you off, right? So we talk a lot about that. But the biggest thing is, right, is that they start to wobble. And I've said this before about when your vibration wobbles, everything starts falling apart, right? Because there has to be a level of certainty in the way that you show up in the world, in the frequency that you're holding for the universe to hand you what you want, right? And they start to wobble because they feel like they're being fake. So just swinging back round to this whole phrase that we hear all the time in the self-development industry about faking it till you make it, and how this is the way you're going to be successful. Just keep on faking it, like keep showing up and faking it until you're there. Like, it doesn't work, because fundamentally, if you believe that you're faking it, everybody else is going to feel that too. Everybody else is going to know that you're faking it, right? There is no way that you can manipulate that frequency. If you are in a belief that it is fake, everybody else is in that belief too. So you're actually never going to get to what it is that you want. It's like this forced energy where it's like, oh my God, you can feel like someone is forcing that. It doesn't feel natural. Let's say like if you are an actor, like you can see when people are like faking the emotion, like in a scene, if they're acting, like that makes them a bad actor. Like you can see it. It's so forced. It's so fake. And then the good actors are the ones that you're so natural about it. And it's like, oh my God, they could be literally going through that emotion right now and we'd never know. Like, it's not fake, right? And this is the way that we want to be when embodying the future version of us, right? Embodying our next level self. We don't want to be fake about it. We want to be real about it, okay? And so here's the phrase that I like to use, and I want you guys to all adopt this phrase. And I literally was talking to an actor friend of mine back when I went for coffee with them in London the other day, and we were talking through all of this, and I gave them this phrase, and they were like, damn, like I'm going to use this now for the rest of my life, right? So the phrase is, rather than fake it till you make it, it's feel it until you seal it. Right? Feel it until you seal it. Until you seal that deal on the thing that you want, right? You got to feel it. And what I mean here is it can't be fake. It has to be felt and believed and trusted and certain in you. And so how do we do this, right? Because let's say you are wanting to become a famous actor, or you're wanting to become a 7-figure CEO of a business, and you don't have these things physically yet in your reality. How do we get to a place where we truly freaking feel it? And the answer is you do the subconscious belief work, right? And this is literally why, again, it's such a big part of this whole process. It's such a big part of the work I do as a mentor, because if you're not working on the way that you think and the beliefs that you hold in life, if you're not working on them, you're always going to hold beliefs that don't align with your next level self. So you can never feel it. It's always going to feel fake to you. It's always going to feel out of your reach. It's always going to feel far from you, right? So this is about adopting the beliefs that your next level self would already be believing, and really going in on your thought process, your belief system in general, and aligning it with this version of you. So if you are a famous actor on Netflix, a famous actor on Netflix isn't going to be worrying about where the next job is going to be coming in from, because a famous actor has probably got casting directors and producers and directors calling their agent up and going, I want this person in my show. So rather than you having to worry, oh my God, where's the next thing coming from? Like, you're going to be getting straight up offers. Okay. So the belief that they're going to be in is, people want me, people need me, people want me to be in their show. And if you're then believing right now in your current reality, oh my God, where can I find work? People don't want me. It's so hard to be seen. Nobody is noticing me. Your beliefs aren't aligning with that next level version of you. Same if you want to become a millionaire, right? Millionaires aren't sitting there worried about where their next paycheck is coming in. Millionaires aren't going to the supermarket going, oh my God, I'm not going to get that thing because it's not on offer and I want to save money because I don't have a lot of money in my bank account right now. They're not going to be thinking that. They're going to be like, I'm just going to take this, this, and this because I know I've got money in abundance and in overflow in my bank account right now. So it's not even a thought that crosses their mind, okay? So again, like, if you're worrying about money right now, you're not investing it, you're not spending it, you're hoarding it, you're, like playing it safe all the time and not taking risks in life. Again, you're not aligning with how a millionaire would think and act on a daily basis. So it's really like uncovering what your belief system actually is. And this is why I do the work that I do with my clients, because half the time you're not even aware of what these beliefs are. You don't even know what your subconscious is telling you on a daily basis. And again, in the Fame Frequency course, this is a lot of the work that we go into on like adopting the beliefs of a famous person, right? And like actually getting to the core of what they are and, actually then training them into you. So a lot of this work starts with your belief system. It starts with the conscious work that you're doing there and also the subconscious work you're doing there. And until you have done this work, and again, like it takes work on your confidence, on your like own levels of confidence. It takes work on your own level of like self-acceptance and like knowing who you are to even adopt these beliefs in the first place, because it's going to feel icky to you. Like any kind of change, any kind of like change in your belief system, it feels icky because it's not what you're used to. And our egos don't like change. But this is why like this is the work that I am passionate about going into with my clients and with you guys, because once you have adopted a brand new belief system, you're going to adopt a brand new way of being, and you're going to adopt a brand new way of showing up. So then rather than it feeling like you're faking something, it's going to feel like you are just feeling it, like it's normal, it's natural for you. And when you feel like it's normal and you're feeling it, that's how you're going to seal it. That's how you're going to seal the deal and get it down and get it manifested into your reality. So here's your homework for this week. I want you to actually start having a think about what this embodiment process actually is for you. And, the next time like you hear someone saying, oh my God, just fake it, fake it until you make it, especially as an actor in this industry, like you legit can't do that because people see right through it, okay? If the next time you hear someone saying that, just check in with yourself and be like, okay, I'm not going to adopt that for it. I'm not going to adopt that mindset. Like I'm going to adopt the mindset of actually feeling it. So how can I actually feel this? How can I work on my belief system and the things that I think on a daily basis so that I'm genuinely in the belief that this is the version of me right now? And, that again, like it takes time and it takes practice and it takes training. And if you guys do want to go in on this, especially as actors or creatives that want to stand out and be seen in this industry, then do go ahead and click the link in my show notes for my Fame Frequency course, because that's basically everything we cover in there, as well as all the strategy and business side of things. But like, use that as your homework for this week to really think about how you could be actually feeling things more rather than faking things on a daily basis. And like, we're talking about this like next level version of us, right? We're talking about like famous actor or like millionaire, right? But also, it could just be like next level confidence that you're wanting to instill in yourself. Like, you're wanting to be able to show up as a newly confident and like out there person in this world. And it's about going, okay, well, how can I adopt the beliefs that are actually going to make me feel that rather than fake that? And keep showing up in this fakeness that is going to make you feel guilty in a way, because you're going to be like, it's just not me. Like, it doesn't feel right. And again, guilt is one of the ickiest frequencies you can find yourself in. So have a think about that this week. Really go in on that like embodiment side of things and what that actually means to you. Let me know how you found this. Let me know if this episode has been useful for you. Tag me on your Instagram stories at Uplevel with Jess. I love to see who's been listening in. And as I said, go and get yourselves inside the Fame Frequency course. I will chat to you guys next week for another episode, and have the best weekend.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend who you think would love it too. And if you want to let me know how you found it, just screenshot this episode, add it to your Instagram story, and tag me at Uplevel with Jess so I can throw all the love right back at you. And of course, subscribe, hit those 5 stars, and leave a review to show your support and to keep the good stuff coming. Sending you so much love from your girl, Jess.